Hey, what's up everybody? So in this video we'll discuss tuples. So it's very similar to lists, but the only difference is uh, the elements which are assigned to a list it can be changed. But when it comes to tuple, you can't change the elements once it is assigned to it. Okay, so let me declare a tuple here. T, it's an empty tuple. I print it, and it can be a tuple of integers, and it can be a tuple of mixed data types. It can be a tuple of nested elements, and when there is a single element in a tuple, you have to end that with a comma, because if you don't, it won't recognize it as a tuple. So here, if I declare T equals to a tuple which has an element cook, and I wanted to find the type of T, it will show the type of T as string, not a tuple. So I need to end it with a comma, then it will recognize it as tuple. However, the parentheses are optional. Okay, so if I declare right, and if I end it with a comma and I don't close it with parentheses, it will still recognize it as a tuple. Okay, now when it comes to accessing elements in a tuple, it's very similar to list. So if I have a list, if I have a tuple here with 4 names, and I want to access the element as the first index, type print t of 1, and there you go. It will give me the element which is at the first index, Michael. And if I want to print the last element in a tuple, print t of -1 butter. Okay, and it works for the nested tuple also. So t equals to a, b, c, and then let's say there is a second, and the second element is also a tuple. It will print it as it is if we recognize it as index of 1. Okay, and if you want to access the element of a tuple inside a tuple, so it's very simple. Print t of 1. Okay, so that is for accessing the tuple which is inside the tuple. Then inside that tuple you can mention the index you want to access. So let's say you want to access the word. Okay, and you want to access alt. Okay, so that's print t of 1 of 2. It gives you alt. So t of 1 will make you enter the nested tuple first. Then slicing works here also. So if I have a tuple here, t equals to 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, t equals to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, print t 2 to 4. So I want the elements from the second to third index, so I'll write 2 to 4. So it will print 9 and 10. Okay. And if I want to access all the elements except the last 2, I will type print t colon -2. Sorry, that's an error. I should okay, that's because of the comma. So yeah, print t colon and -2, 7, 8, 9, 10. Print t and to access all the elements, just mention print t and with no values on left hand right side to print all the elements. Okay, next, to change a tuple, So 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 next, if you want to skip, let's say, uh, one index, okay, uh, between any two elements, print 1 to 4. So that will take the count from the index 1 to 3, and the third index will be 2. So it will print 8 and 10, because it took from the first index, um, till the third index, and it skipped one element from from the from the tuple. Okay, so if you want to skip one element from the tuple, so you have to mention the third index as 2. So that 2 means actually it's jumping two indexes. Okay. Next, I want to access the elements from 0 to 4. So I'll type 0 to 5 with a third index value of 2. So it will access from 7, then it will skip 8, then 9, then it will skip 10, and then 11. Right? It will go to the fourth index. Now, if you want to change something in this tuple, so let's try that. T of 3 equals to 45. Yeah. So tuple object does not support item assignment. So that's the key difference between a list and a tuple. You can't really change an element inside a tuple, right? So, however, if you have a list inside a tuple, you can change the elements of that list. So here if I have t equals to 2 comma 3 comma 5, and I will, okay, I I missed a comma. T equals to 2 comma 3 comma 5 comma a comma 7 comma b, print 2 3 5 a, it's 7b, and I want to change. And now the tuple has a list inside it, and I want to change that list. Okay, t4 of 1. If I want to change an element inside that list, I can do that. t4 of 1 equals to, okay, tuple index out of 2 is 0, 3 is 1, 5 is 2, and okay. The list is actually the third index, right? So t3 of 1 equals to c, right? So that can be done. So you can see that 7 is changed to c now. Okay, and similar to list, tuple can also be concatenated. So t is equals to 4 comma 5 comma 6 plus 12 comma 13 comma 14. Okay, t equals to, if you want to repeat the elements in a tuple for a given number of times, you can use an operator for that. So if I have an element abc, I want to repeat it for 4 times, I can write it like this, and it will give me a tuple where the element is present 4 times. Okay, so let's say we have one more operation. Yeah, so to delete a tuple, okay, you can use del. Okay, so del t, it will just delete the tuple, right? So t equals to 234 to 455 676. We have a new tuple here, and I want to count the number of times uh, 2 has occurred. I'll just simply use t dot count of 2, and it gave me 2. Yeah, so 2 has occurred twice, right? Similarly, t dot count 6 has occurred twice. T dot index, let's say if I want to find the index of an element, I want to find the index of the element 55. T dot index of 55 is equal to 4. Okay, t dot index of 2 is 0, because it will give you the first occurrence element in a list. So 2 occurs for the first time at 0, right? T t dot index of 6, that is equal to 5. Now if I want to check if an item exists in a tuple or not, I can just print 55. uh, let's let's say if I want to check if 55 is present in this list or not, I will simply type print 55 in t. It gives me true. So we have in, so using in keyword, so print 45 in t, it's false. Okay, and and to find now and to find the length of a tuple, that is how many times that is how many elements are present in that tuple, length of t is equal to 8. Okay, unlike other programming languages, it's very easy to sort elements in Python. So if I want to sort this tuple, new t equals to sorted of t, and if I print new t, yeah, so it will sort the elements inside that tuple. However, you have to observe that the value it returns is not a tuple, it's a list. Okay, and now to print the largest element in a tuple, print max of t. It will give you the largest element inside the tuple. Smallest element, min of t, it will give you the smallest. And to find the sum of all the elements in the tuple, sum of t, print sum of t, and it will sum all the elements inside the tuple. So that is 116. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys understood the concepts of a tuple. Please comment if you have any doubts in this video, and or any topic in programming, data structures, or data science. I'll be happy to make a video on it. Do subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys next time.